Lucaci Florentin, Once We Were Three, Odate AMFOSTTREI English version. On your birthday, my beautiful one, mind I would like to wish you a lot. And you will listen to what I have to command now. After that, you will diligently execute everything I say. You're not my wife, you're actually my daughter. In the mist of time in a small block near a water. With traces of petrol oil and gas not very clean. It smelled like an old town refinery but it was home. We were designing the new times, life was not easy. On the feet of a child on wide stone streets. In the crib with the stories of once upon a time. With dreams of beautiful girls, fairies, kites and chocolate. I was a beautiful good child like you when you were little. I was with my mother all day, too bad I didn't have a grandmother. I was my father and mother wonder I was fearless. I was their desired child, unprecedented joy. Once we were 3000 what beautiful times. Dad was a young engineer and had just finished. He worked day and night at the institute and still hadn't forgotten. Beautiful life at Talaga with a cow and 3 houses. Worked Saturday too to have goodies on the tables. Even Sunday many times without caring. He took him briefcase to job or on frequent trips. The day with my mother was good because she took care of me. To grow up beautiful and healthy as it should be. Washed laundry more by hand with some soap. When you saw them they were like stones but yellow. She took my hand and we walked to the market. Crossing a small so-called park with grass. 3 pilings with gas lanterns for light. The drawbridge thrown over the water with gasoline. Because then there was only 1 car per hour. My feet hurt in my little boy's sandals. Then I found out what it means to walk. More than that, my mother pulled me up with shoes. I was too small, too tired by the road too wide. And its end was never in sight. My mother was young, curly-haired and very beautiful. She was highly appreciated by passers-by, vendors. I heard words of admiration but also of scorn. Because the new Romania that we all wanted was rich. God, it was run by evil torturers and security guards. It was paralyzed by the so-called communists. It was full of stupid, mean, bad militiamen. It was suffocated by naive Basque-wearing peasant townspeople. All were upside down. Fear was the menu of the day. We were statistics, living like dead from the mercy box. I was looking with my little eyes at the schools in the neighborhood. Run by executives and guys with an iron fist. They and the students sang I look through the iron bars. They were building the new Iron Man and Woman. Horse-drawn carts with iron horseshoes passed by. To believe in all this honestly, you were a big sucker. At night I looked at the sky with moon and stars. Through the large clean windows without curtains. The workers' cotton wool factory was always on fire. At night, they were taken to the hospital with the rescuers. But there were still no tales, cold, darkness and hunger. The radiators burned hot all day and night. The hot water was boiled and the taps were always running. We put large trays of cold water on the radiators. Let the air not be so dry in all the rooms. And the 3 of us bathed daily with full tubs. Not like today exclusively a shower looking at the water meters. We didn't have bath foams or fine shampoos. But there was a Shia soap for everyone. We didn't have expensive periodontal toothpastes. But Mom and Dad bought Spring and Crystal. There was no home or family without few children. There was early competition in births and marriages. What are you up to? It's no longer fashionable to be alone. As they used to say after the failed false revolutions. You too must have offspring like humans, daughters and sons. Not the lonely, depressed, barren life on the plains. Why to work to earn money, wealth, other nonsense. And after you, let everything be lost because you have no one left. To leave houses, lands, cars, money, legacies. No, that's not why we educated you so highly. Through nurseries, kindergartens, high schools, and many faculties. To be a deadline like trains without followers. Not to make your mother burst into tears. Not to open the door to your mother in passions. Not to disown and discredit both of your parents. Not to invent false scenarios with others. You're glad you have money now and you're doing fine without me. But when you were in our hands you know very well. A small mistake in money strategy or vision was necessary that nothing should be chosen from you. We were 3 once and it was beautiful whether you like it or not. We went on holidays together with our family. We were 3 of us with them too and you wait for his money. To buy you dolls, Christmas trees or 100 original jeans. May he forever give you the best food all your life. To pay you many times what your mouth wants to say. To raise and educate you to be of help to them. When they won't get out of bed or in the stroller. When they will starve or when he will be left alone. To be at their head at the cemetery when they die like any other being. You have been dozens of times with me and my dad to the graves. You were always wide-eyed, sad and brooding. You said yes, we are 2 times 3, be no worries. When my mother died you didn't come to my father either. All the angels howled and the gods wept the heavens. Blue skies, tears full of unspoken resentments. Our 2 parental hearts cried in unison. How to go to some foreign and unconscious cops. How to pay excessively much to some lawyers. To stage scenarios of liars and scoundrels. For which they can be fired and jailed. For false use of false and gross misrepresentation. With gross forgeries and cowardly false testimony. To obtain a wrongful conviction against your father. Which can always land you in jail too. What are you, sick now? Aren't we 3 of us anymore? Well, then a life on the run and missing from home. You will wake up next to Jesus one morning. You will ascend to the skies over green fields. You will tell for the last time, what am I looking for in life? Once we were 3, but now it's getting better, thank God. Lucaci Florentin. Magic Poetry Grandmaster, copyright 2023.